Andrew McCart, iFLTV. I'm always delighted. Nice kettle, by the way. Charlie Edwards, just noticed that. I just got my eye for a split second there. Charlie, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing great. A bit sad. I'm in Newcastle tonight. Flew in this morning to support my friend Levi Kinciona, who come up short against Ben Marksby. And Ben Marksby put in a great performance, so I've got to give credit where credit's due. But yeah, a bit down for him. But it's the boxing game, right? You can't go swimming and not get wet sometimes.
That's what they say, and tell you what, I know Levi and I know Ben, and they're both nice lads, so one of them's got to lose, and that's just like you said, it's the boxing game. But let's talk about the boxing game with you. I mean, we've been through it before with you in terms of the long layoff. You've had two great fights in 2024, two fights that have got the blood flowing back in you again. I spoke to you at the hotel this afternoon. We were talking about what's next for you, world title opportunities, this, that, and the next thing. I don't know what you can elaborate. If you can you just let us know what's next for Charlie Edwards?
Well, we've got the options on the table. Potentially my European title defence could be a potential one. We've got a world title eliminator being talked about right now as well, which could be a potential one. And we've got another few options as well with Channel 5. So nothing's set in stone right now. I've got options there, and it's about making the right and smart decision. Yeah, like my goal is to get closer to the world title as possible. So it will probably look more towards that option, but things have to be right before we can go down that route. So we're just that's why I'm here as well, to speak to Nissa about a few things, and we'll see what's what, and hopefully we'll get some news over the next few weeks, hopefully before Christmas. I'm back in training as it is. I've been sparring with my brother, preparing him for the Galal fight, so I'm in a good position where I probably only need like 6-7 weeks, so I'll train through Christmas as I always do, and hopefully have some big news.
It sounds to me that a two-weight, two-time world champion is what you're after.
Yeah, man. It sounds good, doesn't it? Like a two-weight world champion is definitely what I'm after. I've had the glory of becoming world champion once already. I'm ranked number 3, I think, with the IBF, and I'm ranked number 5 with the WBC. So they're the titles that I'm closest to chase. But you never know, there might be other options come up along the way. But yeah, that's what I'm after. Like I'm chasing legacy. You know, I want to be involved in the biggest nights of boxing and make my career go until the wheels fall off, as I like to say. I love the sport I'm doing. I feel younger than I have ever felt. I live a cleaner life than I've ever lived, and I give 120% to boxing. And not only that, my time is now. I'm back in the lights, like you said. I've had two great fights against good fighters, coming off inactivity, which many people wouldn't have jumped straight into them fights, and I've showed where I'm operating at. Like, I'm 10 times the fighter I was when I was world champion, and now these next few fights it will show that, especially at world level. I think the higher my levels creep, the more I'll box out of my skin, and I'll reach higher heights. So I'm really looking forward to it. There's also Japan. A lot of fighters over in Japan. There's that, I don't know how to say his name, the guy who Mayweather boxed. He's at bantamweight. So there's him out there. There's Inoue, Takam Inoue. There's Nakatani. There's Nishida. There's loads out there. So it's like, I'd like to go out there. I'd like to fight Mr. Honda's fighters. I'd like to go be a great British Englishman, go out there and steal a title off the Japanese and bring it back to England. You know, it's like real life movie stuff, and it's stuff that really gets my juices flowing and makes me train that extra bit harder, keep sacrificing my life, keep sacrificing time away from my wife and my daughter. And yeah, man, I just missed out on the Paul Butler fight because he pulled out with work injury. And yeah, so like I said, I'm in a position now that a year ago I would have bit anyone's hand off to be in. So like, I'm in a very good position. A little bit of frustrating position at times because you have to like assess situations money, this, that and the other. I'm obviously managing myself right now, so it's a good position to be in, and I look forward to being able to get some news across the line as soon as possible.
That's what I spoke to you about a year ago, and I knew the frustrations because I think for that whole 28-minute interview I did with you, I think it was at the Rotunda, there wasn't one smile on your face. Every single question I've asked you this time around, there's always been a smile on your face. So you're a much happier place. And there's that old saying, a happy fighter's a what?
Happy fighter's a dangerous fighter. It's that cliche saying, but it's so true. And I do believe we have to go through these bad times, as fighters, and nothing's ever smooth and plain sailing in anybody's walk of life, no matter what job or whatever career you have. It was just bad seasons, where the world's not working in my favour. It weren't part of God's plan for me, Them times have made me who I am today. And that's probably why I'm so happy and so grateful for the position I'm in. I've learned a lot of valuable lessons along the way, and it's matured me and developed me in not only the sport of boxing, but in real life situations, which I will then take that experience into the ring with me. And every time I step into the ring now, I know what I've had to face and know what I've gone through to get back here. So it's actually made me a stronger, more powerful, better fighter through my life experience and hard times. So we all have to endure them. Yeah, and it held me back. I won a world title at 25 years of age, very young. I fought my first world title fight 2 years prior at 23. So my career has just been on a trajectory. I won everything on GB. I won all the ABAs. I went to the European Championships, medalled. I went to 2012 qualifiers at 18, Commonwealth Games, and I turned pro straight on Sky Sports. Had all them very successful years. Won my first title in my 5th fight, the English title. Fought for the IBF world title against John Real Casemiro, a real knockout artist who was already a 2-weight division champion, who had more knockouts, double knockouts, than I had fights so early. And then I won a world title at 25 years of age. So maybe, blessing in disguise, it held me back. It's allowed me to grow into a bantamweight and really mature and develop in the gym. I stayed in the gym, and now I'm going to reap all the seeds that I have sown, and I'm a big believer of that. So these next 2025 is the year Charlie Edwards becomes world champion. Thank you.
I like the sound of that, Charlie. Now let's do a card segue. You said you've been helping your brother Sonny out for this Galal Yafai fight next week. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be in Birmingham from Wednesday. So, listen, I saw what it was like the last press conference. I wasn't there. What's going to happen this time? Please tell me you're going to cause a ruckus.
Yafai, Edwards, it's always something that goes on, isn't it? It's like we should have our own little reality TV show. We're always at each other's throat. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out, We're going to their hometown. We'll see how they come this time round. Last time they didn't really want to get involved in anything. I think they know me and Sonny were a bit too quick for them. So if they say something, we've already got an answer back to anything. So they kind of try and lay low. They drop a few little sly comments, Gamal, on social media. But we'll see. All jokes aside, it's a great fight. At the end of the day, no matter what the fight week antics bring, we're going to have fun with it. We're going to enjoy it. This is the show business. This is the boxing business. We'll make it entertaining. We'll bring more eyes to it. But you've got to respect both fighters putting it all on the line, An Olympic gold medalist, Galal Yafai, against a former world champion, Sonny Edwards, I could even say Sonny Edwards should be the gold medalist because, Rob McCracken did pick Galal over Sonny, and Sonny probably would have gone and took that gold, well, definitely, because he did beat Galal quite easily in the amateurs. So we'll see what it brings, but they're a good fight. It's a good fight, and make sure you're watching it because they're really going to go at each other. It's not the first time they've shared the ring. They've been in there plenty of times, rounds and rounds upon rounds in sparring. Which always gels for a good fight. This time it's no head guards, smaller gloves, but I believe and I trust in my brother's ability to come through it and do it in a very comfortable fashion. I think he's going to frustrate the life out of Galal.
I like Sonny's sort of mantra now. It's real fights only. And Sonny's sort of practicing what he preaches because he is willing to take these tough fights. He doesn't know what no means. He's saying yes to everything. And Galal Yafai is probably a fight that he doesn't need to take at this stage of his career. He could probably go and fight for one of the world champions this time round, but it seems like he wants the real fights for here in the UK, for the British fans, and real fights only. I think you share that mantra as well.
Yeah, 100% real fights only. That's the only way it is, especially in this century that we're in. Like, it's important. That's what's keeping boxing alive, you know, and that's what's getting the buzz and the fans, and especially when there's build-up. 2 British fighters going against one another, that's going to be great. And this is going to build up because it's a history, isn't it? It's a storyline. You've seen the narrative being played out, and it's not fake. It's real. It's real life beef, you know. And I wouldn't say real life beef. Like, it's sports. It's competition. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wish them all well in life. Really. Like, we've grown up since kids into the GB squad, and that they're not bad guys, you know. Like, but it's sports entertainment, man, and it's family pride. Like, it's competition time. It's sports beef. You're right, but like at the end of the day, there's not much more of an honest conversation that 2 men can have that stand in the ring and put it all on the line for 12 rounds. So may the best man win. I believe Sonny's going to win. They all believe Galal's going to win. I'm not sure what the public believe. Whoever you think is going to win, write in the comment section below. It would be nice to see what you think. But yeah, it's going to be a great night.
One final one. You said it's sports entertainment, and I'm going to reiterate it. Are you going to bring the entertainment next week, Charlie?
If I said no, I'll be lying. They're getting it. They're getting it. I'm going to wind them up. I'm going to call coward to his face. I might even bring my gum shield with me just in case it kicks off. You know what I mean? But nah. Listen, it's going to happen. Tension's going to be tight next week. They've seen what I've been saying in interviews. They've seen the build-up. I've seen what they've been saying in the build-up. It's fight week. Emotions are running high. Maybe I'll get a little bite out of one of them and get one go for me. Like, who knows? We'll see.
Definitely. I won't keep you much longer. Listen, I can't wait for next week, and no doubt I'll see you down in Birmingham next week. So thanks very much, brother. Thank you.